Yeah, that did must have been something because they said they caught her and him smashing 7 times on camera. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jordan. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Look, no face cam. This is a story time, bro. This is the story time. If you already read the title, you already know what's going on, fam. Yes, staff member got caught smashing a prison guard got caught smashing an inmate, bro. So I used to work at a mental hospital. I ain't gonna say which one. I ain't gonna say no names. But the floor I was on, it was like a intake unit, right? Like you folks who fresh out of prison and jail and stuff, from petty charges such as like speeding tickets, all and jaywalking, all the way up to like murder and shit. This is just what I'm being told in the what is it? The orientation. There was this girl. I'm sorry, I had to drink something. There was this girl. I'm not gonna say no names. We just gonna call her Bree. So Bree, me and her were in the same class, along with this other dude who we gonna call. Let's just go with Giannis. So Bree and Giannis. Me, Bree, and Giannis were working on the same floor at the time, along with another lady who had already been there. She cool as fuck. She like an auntie to me, man. We gonna call her McDonald's. We gonna call her McDonald. No, we ain't gonna call her McDonald's. That shit too fucking obvious. Nah, we're gonna go with McDonald's. Y'all don't know her name. That's all that matters. I just gotta think about shit like that, twin. So me, Giannis, Bree, and McDonald's. We all wound up on the intake floor. Floor like where prisoners they transition from prisoner jail to mental patients. They transition. There was this guy who was in there. He was a cool ass dude too, but it's like you could tell someone wrong with this man. We gonna call him uh Jake. So me, Bree, McDonald's, Giannis, and Jake. Jake is black. There's also a time where Jake knocked out a patient, and he had to, you know what I'm saying? He just did, but he's so dirty. So me and Bree, we were on a level at the time. If you don't know what a level is like you have to watch a specific patient the whole day. If they go to shit, you gotta watch them shit. If they going to sleep, you gotta watch them sleep. And she kept trying to talk to me. Like when I first got there, I was like reading and stuff like that, like 48 Laws of Power and shit. And she was trying to talk to me, but I really wasn't trying to talk. So I was just doing whatever I was saying, whatever I could to get rid of her. But she turned out to be kind of cool, but bougie and stuck up at the same time. But every dude in the building wanted to smash. And from what some folks were saying, they were saying her butt was built like two toothpicks stuck to the butt of the loaf of bread. I'm not gonna lie though, her face card it was smooth though. I can't even cap on her face card. Her face card was really valid, especially when she wore the damn lipstick. I ain't gonna well lip gloss. So I'm under investigation for a whole other reason by the GBI. I beat the case though, just like unlike TK, I beat the case, and I came back to the floor. When I came back to the floor, they said, "Hey McGee, we got a dude who up in the who under quarantine. He up in the wellness center, which is like a place. It's basically like the gym, like where they keep like people who got COVID. And They keep them up there so they don't infect the rest of the unit. And I'm like, sure, I'll go kick it with him for a day, man. I just got off investigation, man. Fuck it. What's happening? So I get up there. He's smooth. I'm not gonna say you in jail. I don't have to say much on religions, but you know what religion he is. He a cool little dude. He didn't really talk much when I first met him. Me and another coworker, we was just watching 20 versus ones and looking at him like we had the TV in front of us, but right next to the TV, but behind it, he was right there. So it was like we were multitasking. Really, it was a smooth job. I'm not gonna lie to you. So time go by. Him and this girl, Bree, Jake and Bree, they start getting like real close. Like I'm peeping it, and I'm already knowing like, cause Bree she was smashing everybody, and her mom wound up being like a doctor there. So it's like you know how it go, bougie parents, I mean rich parents, African girl, everybody expects you to live up to certain standards. You get stressed, you want to take a break, so you want to do what you're gonna go do for a minute before you get back to business. She was one of them type. So her and Jake, Bree and Jake, they started getting like real close. And he told me, he said, I don't give a fuck who fucked her. I'm gonna fuck her. Jake was in there for murder, by the way. I'm not gonna say names. He was just in there catching bodies and shit. So what happened? He told me he was gonna fuck her, and she had already smashed one, two, three, four, five, maybe nine, 10 niggas, 20. Nine, 10 niggas, 20. So maybe really more than that, but because a lot, I'm talking about like, bro. Eventually, me and her was chopping up, like talking about college, and I would just be bullshitting, like for real. Like I didn't really like her. She had a cool personality, but it's like I'm a dude. You grew up with brothers. I don't see, you know what I'm saying, how this shit go. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. I kind of felt her personality. I pulled up on her twice. You know what I'm saying? Not on that type of timing. Well, maybe on one occasion when I was fucked up. And we hit it off, and then we started chopping it up. So every like it was like a lot of niggas coming up to me talking about something. Hey, bro, I heard you talk though so and so. I'm like, is she going around saying like I never asked her this? Like really, bro? I go to work to talk shit, crack jokes, make my money, make sure these people don't fight or hurt themselves, and go the fuck home. I don't go there for all that extra shit, son. I don't go there for all that. So I'm like, no, I don't know why you coming up with these accusations. Anyway, that's a backstory. Let's get to the main. Let's get to the main thing. So he gets off of quarantine, come back to the floor. He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna fuck her." I'm like, me and another person who's on the level with a certain patient. We just look at each other and start laughing. Look at him and start laughing. And over time, we came to realize, oh shit, this nigga don't need to be in here. Cause like, bro, one, you understand everything we tell you to a T. Two, when you play basketball and you getting coached up, like you listen, cause we used to have basketball tournaments and shit. You get coached up, you sit down and you listen. Three, my boy, you read and you understand and you thoroughly explain. So it's like you don't need to be here, but he messed himself up. Like at first he was playing his role perfect, like perfect, until he started fighting folks, and then he wound up smashing on girl. Other than that, he was playing his role perfect. So uh, I noticed that they just start spending a lot of time together, and she came in one time. I'll never forget it. She wore a whole bunch of fucking makeup. She said it was for a model shoot, but And I looked at her. I was like, bro, stop fucking playing, man. You ain't going to be no model. I'm, just being a hating ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And she got mad. She ignored me or whatever, rolled her eyes. I was like, damn, bro, I was just playing. I hope it went well for you. Fast forward, her and old dude. From what night she said, her and old dude stayed up from 11 o'clock at night to 7 a.m. the next morning, just talking, laughing, and joking with each other and shit, like just doing dumb shit. Everybody kept telling Shorty, "Hey, chill out, chill out, chill out." Now fast forward like a month, I went back under investigation. I come back, they say, McGee, bro, like it got so bad, Shorty would not pick up the clothes, like the dirty laundry whenever them boys took a shower. She wouldn't open any bathroom doors so they could use the bathroom. She wouldn't do any type of rounds so that um so that they like to make sure that they were safe and stuff like that. Like wouldn't walk around and check on them and stuff. She wouldn't do nothing. She would just sit in one chair and he'd sit in a chair directly next to her and they would talk the entire shift. And me, I'm like, man, y'all nigga caught. Ain't no way she did some shit like that. Something like that. Ain't no way, cuz. Ain't no way. So, time go by and I started to see it. And one of the. Fast forward. One day, we have a basketball game. No, I missed something. I skipped something. One day, after I get off my investigation, it's some cool young niggas though. I can't say their names, but they cool people. Like they don't belong there. They were just there because they were young and the judge was trying to give them a second chance. One of them listened, one of them didn't, and the one who didn't, he up the road. Cool ass dude though. So she takes the one who did listen, and he says something was wrong with his stomach. Me, I'm coming in like me. They say it's supposed to be to work by 3, but I really ain't care, bro. Cause it's like, bro, if y'all fire me, the flow going to straight dookie. Like half them folks on my shift was they ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really worried. So she had took him to the medical clinic, med clinic, doctor, whatever you want to call that. And I walked past, but I didn't see him. I get up to the floor. They it's two people who were like leading the floor, like managing like what my position does. Like they were threes at the time. I was a one, but at until like last week or so, I was a two. They were three. So they said, "Hey, you seen Bree?" And let's just call the young one who did listen and got his life together. Let's call him Pablo. You seen Bree and Pablo? That's what one lead said. Light skinned dude with dreads. Lead number 2, he said, "Nah, but they say they went to the med room, man." Me, no. Lead number 1, my bad. He said, "I just passed by the med room. I ain't even see him in there." The lead number 2 said, "What, you for real?" Lead number 1, "Yeah, I'm finna go check again." He went down. About 10 minutes later, came back up. He said, "Bruh, I done checked every single room, bro. Like, I don't see him." Sure enough, 15 minutes later, Bree and Pablo pop up. And Pablo say, no, both of the leads say, "Where the hell you been at?" Bree say, "I went to the med clinic." At the time, it's just me, lead number 1, lead number 2, another individual, Bree and Pablo up there. And me, lead number 1, lead number 2, we all just look at each other. Then we look back at her and we look at each other again. We like, "For real?" She say, "Yeah." Lead number one said, I was just down there. Then Bree said, damn, I don't know how you missed me. So instantly, in my mind, I'm like, man, okay, something fishy going on. Time go by a couple months. Pablo, the one who got his life together, he tell me and Giannis, he said, man, Bree started clapping his hands. I'm like, what you mean? He said, you know what I mean. I'm like, nah, bro, you capping. He said, on God. I said, bro, when? He said, when she took me to the med clinic. I'm like, ain't no fucking way, cuz. Ain't no way shorty just this scandalous, bro. So time go on, right? And this dude, what's his name? Jake from State Farm. Um, he goes. I go on investigation again. I'm sorry. I've been on investigation like 4 times. So I just said, fuck it, I quit. I'm tired of being stressed out, thinking that GBI gonna come banging on my door any minute. I got tired of it. I got a new job on the way. So Bree, Bree, they start. It was one instance that I remember closely. Like she had him pick up the dirty laundry, and they went to the dirty laundry room, and they were gone for about like 10 minutes. The problem is they were gone for 10 minutes when the laundry room, like the moment you step off the floor of the laundry room, is like a 15, not even a 15, more like a 9 second walk, 9 to 12 second walk. For there and back. I'm sorry, there and back, like nine to 12 seconds. If you walk real slow, it's 15. Everybody starts saying when they come back, lead number one, lead number two, man, where was y'all at? She again. Oh, we were doing the laundry. Like everybody knowing something up. Like even I'm knowing something. Do I care that something's up? No. But I'm just knowing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is. So one day we have a little basketball tournament between the dorms. And what's his name? Jake. He has the ball. My floor is on offense. We start going left, right, between the legs, all that shit. He going stupid. He do a step back. A mental patient. They don't break it, but they buckle their knees and fall. He pull up, shoot that bit, wet it, something like Michael Jordan. Then he runs over to Bree and runs his hand through her hair like Zac Efron in High School Musical. The problem with it is he did this shit in front of every single staff member in the building. And the girl, Bree, she started like cupping her hands and just blushing all type of stuff. So time by I say like the very next day really. She gets moved off the floor onto a different one. Everybody asks why. They say that she's under investigation. I'm sorry, when you under investigation, that means this is a government job, so you're being investigated by the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. So, and if you're found guilty, this case might get sent to the FBI. So, old girl, she goes and she uses the staff phone because you know how like in jail, like you have the staff phone that the staff use to make calls and stuff like that. Then you have like the jail phones for the inmates. She uses the staff phone to call the individual or patient or inmate phone, which both are being recorded and all the calls are being traced back and forth. So, old buddy, he had walked up to us like this is the same day. Not the same, like the day that she went under investigation, which is the day after Buddy ran his hand through her hair. This is that day. So Buddy, like, he was chilling today. He's like, "Hey yo, where my bitch at? I told you I was gonna fuck her. I already did it." Type shit. We already knew he wasn't capping, but we can't tell him because we don't want him to go off and start spazzing on other people, and now we at risk of losing our job. So we are just playing it smart right now. Hey, we don't know where she at. Whole time we already knew. So a couple hours go by, and then when she makes that call from the staff phone to the patient phone, like, Buddy, he was happy all day, and then he started getting upset because she wasn't there. And then after that call, like, it was just real. Like, Buddy was balling his fists up. Like, he was walking one end of the hallway to the another. And one end of the hallway to another is like, that's like a 2 minute walk for real. Not really. It's really like a minute if you walk fast, but it could be 2 minutes if you just, you know what I'm saying, strolling and shit. So we ask him, I be like, "Hey, what wrong?" He don't say nothing. He just walk up. He just walk around just balling his fist up. So we had somebody's cousin. I ain't gonna say no fucking names. We had somebody's cousin. I'm telling y'all, if I ever get famous and I meet him, I swear to God, it's on sight for all the shit I had to put up with from his cousin. And then he damn near cost me my job 3 times. I ain't gonna say no names though. But when he got off that phone, this person's cousins, this person's cousin, this person's cousin, he had like some shackles on him. Not really shackles, but like plastic handcuffs and plastic leg cuffs. We call them bitches restraints, twin. We call them restraints. So it was like his second, third day back. He messed around and he hurt, not hurt, but he had tripped over his leg shackles. He accidentally bumped into Buddy. Buddy pushed him and said, "Get the fuck off me." This person's cousin said, "On God, you don't want to hit me." Well, he's like really challenged. He was like, "On God, you don't want to hit me. On God, you don't want to hit me." So, Buddy, Jake, he went to his room, took off his glasses, took off his top t-shirt because he had two t-shirts on. Took off his slides, put on his shoes, laced them bitches up, and came out. Who don't want to hit? Who don't want to hit, nigga? Who don't want to hit? And Buddy in restraints, he keep talking so much shit, bro. And Buddy, he's not even on a 2-to-1 level. A regular level is a 1-to-1, one stab member, one patient. This nigga on a 3-to-1 level, cause Buddy just be wild. So I grab. We gonna call the person's cousin. We gonna call him the Shocker. We gonna call him Shocker. So Shocker, I had grabbed the Shocker and I just took him on. I'm like, "Hey, bro, look, come to the other end of the hallway, bro." But he couldn't walk fast enough to get away from Jake because at this point Jake was just hauling ass up there, fam. So I wound up cornering the Shocker and I put my back against his stomach. No Diddy, pause, whatever you want to call it. Cause I'm like the biggest dude on the floor, and I had two other dudes in front of me, me and one other dude. Both of us played football at the time, so we weren't really worried about nothing that Buddy was talking. Cause we knew at the end of the day, like if we really wanted to flip him and dip him and get him up out of there, we knew that we could. You know what I'm saying? If it escalated to that point, so he tried to get to the Shocker. We stop him. And then at this point, lead number 2, because lead number 1, he's off for the day. So lead number 2, he walks over. And he says, Jake says to lead number 2, "You got my bitch under investigation, nigga. You got my bitch moved." Because whole time, Bree was also fucking lead number 2. So again, all this niggas just be crashing out and dying over some pussy. Like I don't understand it. I genuinely don't. So I let the bitch go. I don't understand why y'all niggas want to die over some pussy, bro. So lead number two, he's like, bro, I had nothing to do with that. But I guess it's like a Muslim thing in jail. Like both, like Muslims don't attack other Muslims or something like that. So Jake got all up in lead number two's face. So he ain't really do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? So, but no. So Jake got all up in lead number two's face, like chest to chest and titty bumping him and stuff. But he ain't really swinging on him, I guess. Just for that reason. So lead number two leaves the floor because he don't want to, you know what I'm saying, do nothing stupid, risk his job. And then Jake turns his attention back to the shocker. So I don't know how, but we somehow managed to get him to somewhat calm down and just walk the floor. And when you go under investigation, there's only like 3 to 4 people who know. You, uh, the lead, the nurse for the day, the nurse for the shift, and the nurse manager. So if these are the only 4 people who know, and three and nobody told him, not the lead, not the nurse of the day, not the nurse manager, and not us. The only person who could know that they were under investigation would be the person under investigation. And that's who, you know what I'm saying? We pieced it together that she really was the one who called her. Because they said the floor that she was on, that they had a call traced back to the patient phone that old buddy was on the staff phone. Because you can look at the call log. You can't look at the call log on the on them jail phones and stuff. You can't look at the call log, but you can look at the call log on the staff phone. And the staff phone call log matched the patient phone that was on our floor. So we put two and two together real quick. So Shorty went under investigation. She got charged. They said, look, you got 2 options. Either you quit and you're able to get another state job, or you can get fired. Well, you can go under investigation and get fired. Shorty, Shorty chose to go under investigation, and she not only got fired, but got charged, and she has a trial coming up soon, bro. From what I done seen, twin. From what I done seen, and not only that, but during it was visitation. Tell me why word on the street is, I don't know if it's true or not. This girl brought this man's family to come to see him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that did must have been something because they said they caught her and him smashing 7 times on camera, including the laundry room. Well, not including the laundry room, but you gone for 10 minutes in the laundry room. There's no camera in the laundry room, but there's a camera that points at that door and it clocks you the time you come in and the time you leave, shorty. So I don't know. They say she's working at a fast food spot, but I haven't been by to see her. I really don't want to. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this story time. Like, bro, I have so many story times. We got, cause like, bro, these stories right here, bro. Like, I can't make this shit up. A dude cut his ball off and ate it. A dude again beat his meat with icy hot. A dude came out butt naked and attacked Jake. Like, it's so many stories, bro. Like, let me know what y'all want to see, twin, man. Like, comment, subscribe, send me stuff to react to. YRN.JJJ. Anything else? No deuces.